Hi, my name is Rich, and welcome back to another edition of I Can't Cook Dumplings. Let's get started.
Let's start by making the sauce. It's really easy. It's only 4 ingredients. Soy sauce, rice wine vinegar, touch of sesame oil, and finally a little honey for sweetness. We make the filling. I want to tell you a quick story. Last week, while we were messing around with the recipe, my sister was over. So let's say this little doll represents my sister. So she says to me, "I don't eat pork." So I said, "Really? Since when?" She says, "I never have." I said, "Are you a vegetarian?" She says, "No, I just don't eat it." So I said, "Okay, why don't I make a slice of bacon and give it a shot and see what happens?" So she tried it and she said, that's yummy." I said, "Great, can I make the dumplings with pork now?" And she said, "Of course not, you gotta make it with chicken." Well, she's not here, so guess what? We're making them with pork. The ingredients are pretty straightforward. You've got pork, light soy sauce, dry sherry, freshly grated ginger, a little white pepper, a little sesame oil, a little pinch of sugar, some chopped green onion, a little sugar, a little salt, an egg white, and finally, onion and garlic. Let's mix up all the ingredients. Before we get to stuffing the dumplings, I want to talk about the dough. So I went to my Asian market and I picked these up. These are your standard dumpling wrappers. Look, they're perfectly round, perfect in dimension. There's no thickness is the same. These are machine made and they're awesome. They come round, they come square. They can even come veggie if you want. All up to your choices. But let's try and stuff one and see how it turns out. Take one in your hand, put a little bit of filling in, so less than a teaspoon, and then we're gonna wet one edge, and we're gonna fold. Real simple. You try and get all the air out. And there you go. Perfect. Let's try another one. This time maybe we'll get a little more fancy. Water. Fold it again in half, removing all the air as we move around. This time, I'm going to use a fork. See how nice that looks? A little perforation on the edge. So that one to the side, and one more. I never tried this way before, but we're going to give it a shot and see how it turns out. Once again, water, fold. Now, crimp one edge, and then fold. And fold again. And see if I can do it again. Fold the third time. I don't know. That was an attempt at making it kind of like what they do in the restaurants, and didn't come out that great. But yeah, I need practice. There is another option when it comes to dough for my gluten-free friends out there. I made my own dough, and if you want this recipe, let me know and I'll gladly post it. Now the problem with making your own dough is making the wrap as thin and as consistent as possible. And the only way I found that was use this little bad boy. And this is a tortilla press. Very straightforward. Put that down. 1, 2, 3. And look how perfect. Now we're going to stuff this the same way as we did the other wrappers. Except you're not going to need any extra water because this is very sticky. And you can use a fork like I did before. Seal it in. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to cook. It's time to cook the dumplings. Let's get some water boiling, and then we're going to add these in one at a time. Be careful because that water is really hot. And we're going to cook them until they start to float. And then once they float, we're going to give them an additional 30 seconds. Okay, they've been floating for an additional 30 seconds. Let's take them out. And we just a paper towel, just remove the excess water. ready to plate up. Let's go in for some green onions. And let's eat. Oh yeah. Oh my God. That's just awesome. I'm so glad I got extra dough and extra filling because I'm gonna make like a couple of dozen. Sorry, excuse me for a second. I gotta go back in again.
Depending on what part of the world you're from, they've got different names. Dumplings, gyoza, pierogi, kreplach. I might even call them empanadas. But I don't care what you call them, just don't call me late for dinner. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to hit the thumbs up and maybe even subscribe. See you in a few weeks.